Today we have a question from Ravi. Ravi asked how to achieve blissful state while carrying out daily activities. After the meditation in the morning, I feel peace and there are few thoughts, but as the day progresses, mind feels restless. My question is how to remain blissful and self-aware in the self-awareness state throughout the day while doing activities during the day. So this is a question we all have when we are starting this practice and going deeper into it. We feel peace in our meditation, sit-down meditation, but then during the day, we get so swept by the momentum of day-to-day personal life. Now, I want you to first look at why you feel peaceful in meditation. Because when you sit for silence, it's almost like you're taking some time to let go of everything personal. You're letting go of interest in your concerns, worries, fears, preferences, resistance, past, future, story, ideas, concepts, what is coming up later for work, all responsibilities, everything personal you're sort of becoming empty of by learning to turn your gaze away from your psychological chatter. And when you become empty of all of these, what I call personal notions, concepts, the absence of that, we feel as a natural sense of well-being, peace, happiness. Simply being. But during the day, now when you open your eyes and you are engaging in day-to-day life, once again, we get enveloped in personal concern, in our attachments, in our desires, in our fears, in our resistances. I become a person again, as opposed to earlier when I was sitting down for silence and I was sort of letting go of this contracted state of personhood and being as I really am. When you are being as you really are, when you are noticing your essential being, there's only peace and happiness, or we can just call it a general sense of well-being. But once again, when I get enveloped in with belief in all of these personal concerns and descriptions and past and future and story, I lose that sense of well-being. I lose that sense of ease, of peace. So I once again become contracted. Now, how to maintain that meditative state throughout the day when you're going about your day-to-day life? Well, firstly, I will invite you to see it this way. You don't have to maintain anything, okay? When you're letting, in your sit-down practice, letting go of that contraction of personhood, you are not discovering something that is being maintained. You're discovering that which you essentially and always are, even when you get enveloped in all of these contractions. So now the work for us is to start to notice how that sense of well-being or our true being is never lost, even when there is talking, even when there is listening, even when there is doing and working. We have to start to become aware of, become awake to, start to notice that dimension of being and knowing in which all things happen, regardless of if that is you sitting on the couch and meditating, or if it is you in the marketplace doing work. How to do this? Well, Ravi and everybody else, there is no secret technique to this. This is the answer you don't want to hear, but it is the answer you need to hear. You cannot control the amount of times you lose this self-awareness. You cannot really control the amount of times you fall back into the hypnosis of personhood. Your opportunity lies in the moment of remembrance. The moment during the day you remember or you become aware of how you've totally lost yourself in personhood and the momentum of daily life. In that very moment of remembrance, you have to do exactly what you do in your sit-down meditation practice, which is take your interest, your attention away from all thoughts, all concerns, desires, fears, preferences, and you have to be as awareness is. You have to see as awareness sees. How does awareness see? It simply sees. How is it being? It simply is. In that moment of remembrance, become empty of all these contractions by taking your attention away from them, by taking the amount of importance and significance that you attribute to them away. And bring all of that interest, that attention, that importance to the acknowledgement of being, to the noticing of I am aware. That is a wordless, thoughtless acknowledgement of your being. If this is too subtle to put into practice, then all you have to do is bring that attention to the sensation of body. Bring it to your bodily sensations and just watch, just see. No description, no judgment. How much you are able to capitalize on these moments of remembrance will be determined by how devoted you are to these teachings. These moments of remembrance will increase as you are more consistent in your sit-down practice. These moments of remembrance will increase as you really take those moments of remembrance that you do get, even if they're just one or two, but you use those moments to really practice the teaching. That's why I said it's not the answer you want to hear, but it's the answer you need to hear. The way to stay aware during daily activities more and more is just through trying to capitalize on those moments when you actually remember to practice the teaching. And the more you do that, the more you will remember. Now, one last piece of advice that will make this the practice of this easier. As you go about your day, don't take your personal preferences and desires and resistances and fears and thoughts about past and future and whatnot so seriously. Don't instill such a great sense of importance in them. It is the significance and importance that you attribute to your personal life and the person that you take yourself to be. That's the enemy. That's what keeps us hooked and totally in a state of sleepy hypnosis. So have a sense of lightheartedness about everything. This is where the teaching of acceptance comes into play. Rather than constantly trying to enforce your agenda on life, start to embrace life's agenda. Be in total acceptance of what comes and what goes. As if you're living with that attitude, in total surrender of what is, and you're capitalizing on these moments of remembrance, then you will start to see that you will have these moments of remembrance way more, and you will be more aware throughout the day. You will be in touch with that dimension within you of being, which is not coming and going, which does not need to be maintained. Okay? So carry this out. If you are looking for help in your practice, if you want to know exactly what to practice when you're sitting down in meditation and what to practice during the day, how to do these things that we just talked about, I have a free mini course right now. It will be in the very community that this question is coming from. So if you're not in that free community, please use the link in the description box below, join the community, and then go to the classroom tab where you'll see the resources, the mini courses that will teach you exactly how to do this practice and stay consistent with it. I'll link that down below. However, if you are looking for more personal guidance by me, and if you're looking to get more structured guidance with your practice and support, then learn also about my School of Awakening, which is my day-by-day meditation program that really helps you to integrate these teachings into your life and bridge the gap between intellectual understanding and experience. I'll link that down below as well. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.